Hey guys, welcome back to Catapult. In today's video, we are going to discuss one of the major dilemmas faced by all of you, especially some of you who are in your 11th standard and are preparing for CLAT alongside your 11th standard exams. One of this major dilemma is, since we have 11th standard exams, what should we focus more on? Or rather, should we start our CLAT prep right now if you did not already start? Or even if we have started, how much time should we devote to 11th standard exam prep or CLAT prep? For some of you, your exams may already have been started, and for some of you, your exams might start in late March and end by mid-April. This becomes a major cause for concern because once your exams for class 11 end, your class 12 studies begin shortly after. Most schools do not even give a gap of say 10 to 12 days. So now how are you supposed to prepare for CLAT, especially with such a hectic schedule? Especially in a situation where class 11th exams are no easy feat. It's not that you can just sit a day before exams and prepare for your exam and write the exam the next day. Nobody can complete syllabus for as lengthy subjects as history or English or political science, and for some of you who have fields like PCM and PCB, the difficulty is even higher. So how do we really approach such a dilemma, or how do we resolve such a problem? One of the most important things that people do not really realize about national level entrance exams like CLAT is that it is impossible, nearly impossible, to succeed in such an exam if you do not have a set schedule at your disposal. Balancing things like class 11th exams or balancing board exams in your class 12th alongside your CLAT prep requires immense discretion in how you schedule your timetable and how you schedule your time to specific subjects. The time is not unlimited, and every subject demands a high level of time and attention and focus of yours. So it is okay if you, being in your 11th standard and writing exams in these 2 months, end up devoting very little time to CLAT or end up devoting less time to CLAT because CLAT is in December 2025. However, the issue comes out to be when people completely forget their CLAT studies in these 2-3 months. The issue even becomes worse when you end up realizing that you have missed out on a lot of GK current affairs of at least 3 months, which you can't just sit in a day and finish. And for other subjects where practice is the key, you need to have a rhythm of practicing, say, maths or logic or legal on an everyday basis. So one of the most usual timetable methods that most students that I have seen succeed, and along with myself have seen that really works out for them, is dividing your day into usually 4 segments. If you say start your studies at around 10 a.m., one segment could be 10 to 1. Another could be 2 to 6, then 7 to 9, and then last one could be 10 to 12 a.m. or whatever really works out for you. It's important to have segments of different time lengths and with sufficient gap in between to be able to recharge, eat your food, take a nap, and have energy to begin before your next set. Now, a lot of times students are night owls or early risers, and for them you can just schedule or change this timetable according to your wake up and sleeping time. So if you have a schedule like this, you essentially have almost 10 hours a day to study for your exams and for your CLAT entrance exam. Now this usually gives you a good window to balance both the things. An ideal ratio could be 7:3 during these months and maybe 8:2, especially during exams. But giving it as minimum as 2 to 3 hours a day would keep you in touch with your preparation, would not make you miss out on your crucial aspects of GK and current affairs, and would keep you in loop for other subjects for which you require regular practice. And let's be honest really, if you're studying solely for your 11th standard exams, you don't really religiously end up studying for 7 to 8 hours even. It's a very common myth that students end up studying 10 to 12 hours for their exams. Most students end up scrolling through social media or YouTube or end up just passing time because they know they have endless time in a day. But with respect to CLAT and 11th, when you are aware that you have a very limited time and you also need to cover up your portion for CLAT, you're likely to focus on both the things religiously and rigorously. Let's take 2 scenarios. Student A starts their preparation in May 2025 and student B started their preparation say in February 2025. Now, student A would have 3 months of backlog for current affairs and almost no practice for other subjects at all. Now, when you really start in May 2025, student A would realize that they have 3 months of backlog that they need to cover up ASAP. Now, what really happens is that this backlog never really ends up being covered because your class 12 starts, you have more and more portion for CLAT also. So, this creates a vicious cycle where you have backlog that's continuing to build up and you have newer and newer GK portions to cover up. CLAT is not an exam where you can prepare in just 10, 20 or 30 days. It is an exam which needs skills that are only developed over time. Say time management, reading comprehension, vocabulary, learning how to actually reason. None of these skills which can be learned in a week or 10 days or a month. Nobody really starts with these skills. Most of us have average reading speed, very basic math and reasoning skills, and most of us can't really manage our time when we are given say 150 questions or 120 questions to be solved in 1 to 2 hours in the exam. So this needs regular practice and regular consistency, even if for as little as 2 hours a day, to continue to be able to excel in the mock test and your actual CLAT exam. Now, if you start right now, or at least in this month, you will be able to cover up your basics. Most students don't really realize that CLAT is not straightforward at all. You can't just start a day and start practicing maths, reasoning really fast, focusing on speed, accuracy, everything in a single day or a single week. Students really need to waste some time. And I'm not joking when I'm saying that you need to waste some time. This is inevitable. This is like necessary evil, that you need to be able to waste time on subjects at the beginning, figuring out what works best for you. What are your strengths, weaknesses, which subjects you are already good at, which subjects you need to improve. And this window starting early allows you this duration of time of say a month where you can actually experiment and practice and figure out what works best for you before you end up getting into the zone and seriously preparing for the exam. In reality, you need actually at least 6 or 7 dedicated months of preparation. So if you start early, you are able to figure out your timetable, figure out your ways, so that actual 7 to 8 months are completely focused and take full of your attention. Many students, including me, used to think that 11th standard is very difficult to get through compared to 12th boards or say 12th standard. The syllabus in 11th is more difficult because you are introduced to different streams for the first time and you take a year to get used to it, and that's likely that you find 12th to be easier. However, the thing is that 12th board exams make the stakes of 12th class much higher. So you have a lot more pressure in your class 12th and you feel like starting and focusing on them from the very beginning. And even though 11th class marks are recorded and put in a result or like report card, those really don't make much of a difference in college admissions. You need 12th class exams, a certain score in order to be able to enter law schools also. So this makes it very clear that in class 12th you can't really neglect class 12th exams or neglect your CLAT prep, because if you neglect any one of these, you will end up jeopardizing your whole career. That's why it is important to start to learn how to balance studies of school and boards alongside your CLAT prep from class 11th itself. We need to realize that CLAT is a life-changing exam. Your one exam is likely to going to define where you end up in the next 10 to 20 years. Not that it is the case with everybody, but it is the most conventional and typical case with 95% of the people. CLAT is literally a career-changing exam, and you cannot compromise or even take risks that might compromise your preparation at any stage at all. So deciding how to focus and on what to focus is not an easy choice, especially if the consequences are huge. That's why I would suggest please sit down, make a pros and cons list and figure out how and on what are you going to focus exactly beginning right now. All the best for your exams, and thank you and see you in the next video.